This is probably going to actually now be the last of these symptoms. It sucks I dropped my other phone in fire because you really can't see this clearly on this camera, and you just won't be able to. But up in here, in my eyebrows, is what will hopefully be the last of the flaking, weeping of dead skin and blood. I have now freaked out about all of my eyebrows possibly falling out for like 10 years. 10 years ago, I was saying to Jesus in my apartment, please God, I am sitting here horribly ill with shit growing into me. My face is deformed. My eyebrows are falling out. And wow, Lord, I think that there is a ridge underneath my eyebrows of necrotized flesh, pushing it that way and making things look weird. I was right. It was happening. So I think it's foolish to go to another emergency room and have them maybe call the cops. I'm in a town where all of the people gawk at you in an indignant way just for being in this condition, and they don't know what's wrong. I sit here and argue with the Lord and freak out and sometimes make a rant and a comedy speech. And on a regular basis, people roll up at this thrift store where a lot of old people shop. And apparently, old people are just dicks who didn't die. They're just indignant, moralistic assholes that are angry at me for suffering because they don't like having to see it. And they don't know why, but they're going to gawk at me and figure this out. And call the cops on me because I'm talking to God. I'm talking to God because the way I get through life is I say, God, I hate you. You ruined my life. You showed up when I was 9 and said, see that Night Gallery episode where shit's burrowing into the guy's ears? And he wakes up and they say, we think we got it, and it turns out to be a mother that laid eggs. That's going to be your life. Now, in retrospect, I was hoping that the Lord told me this because he said, be, vigilant and persevere and you'll get through it because I'm going to get you through it. Yeah, but in a country with no healthcare system, you don't get any care. And unless you have some money to bribe someone to do research on you, which I did on myself while dying in my apartment, you just die. Unless, of course, you're a genius who gets some revelations from God, little breadcrumbs like the Hansel and Gretel story called, I'm not going to wave a wand and shield you, but your crazy friend Jay from that crazy Christian cult knows what's up. Don't stop talking to him. Not just because you're supposed to be a good friend and forgive people, also because he's going to save your life. While laying a shame trip on you from that crazy cult you're in, and he doesn't know he's doing it, and you call him on it. And eventually, it's not worth the life-saving information to get psychically assaulted. Then I went to the emergency room in San Luis Obispo and told them they didn't do their job, that they gave me antibiotics for a fungus and 2 milligram morphine tablets I didn't want, and they called the cops. And the cops showed up. And they said, these people don't like how you're talking to them. I'm laying on a gurney at this point. I said, I don't know how far below zero I can go, officer. I think that's my comedic version of the story, but let's just go with that. I said, I don't know what you want me to do. He said, they don't like how you're talking to them. I said, I'm trying to get care. I'm very sick. You ready for my stand-up joke? No one will drive. No one will drive. People just listen to me talk to myself because they've got nothing better to do. Here's my joke. You ready? Why can you complain about your food to a waiter, but you can't complain to the doctor about your medical care? So you can say to a waiter in that classic joke, excuse me, waiter, there's a fly in my soup. But you can't say to the doctor in the emergency room laying on a gurney being interrogated by jackbooted thugs that, excuse me, doctor, there's something in my health care. I think it's your dick. No, you can't say that. And what you can't do also, which I want to do if I go back, is break into a chorus of my Warren Zevon, Weird Al Yankovic cover that I wrote. Weird Al had nothing to do with it. Of lawyers in lab coats. Remember Warren Zevon and he had a song, Lawyers, Guns, and Money? Come to think of it, that has to do with Trump. But anyways, they're just lawyers in lab coats. We don't have a health care system. We have a health profit system. You can serve God or man and guess which one they're serving. So I want to go in there and make a speech about the medical industrial system and how they're all medical industrial whores. And is this me paying off my dad's bad karma for being chief of cardiology at Encino and Tarzana? Cheating on my mom, hitting a lot of tail, driving around in a Mercedes, hanging out at Monty's Steakhouse, being a total hypocrite, telling me not to do coke, and then when he divorced her, doing it with me. Or is this just called you get the God and the government and the health profit system you deserve? There's no care around here. No one gives a shit. Shut up or we'll call the cops. Because that's what it is. Okay, I don't want these people to call the cops again. So instead of just sitting here with a stream of indignant old assholes leering at me, I think I'll go buy coffee and then drink it. So that'll be good. I love coffee. It wakes me up. It cheers me up. Why isn't coffee and weed the cure for depression? I mean, yeah, we called it the poor man's speedball on Dead Tour, but neither one will hurt you and they both cheer you up. Okay, later.